All right, we're on a time crunch, so let's get down to brass tacks, right?
Brass tacks.
3, 2, 1.
Prepare for battle, we're diving into a world unknown where legends begin. Jim, Kristen, and Brian guiding the way. In Azeroth we'll conquer, there's no time to delay. Server restarted, we're ready to play. Join us now as we fight day after day. From dungeons to raids, we'll conquer it all. In the world of Warcraft, we'll never fall. Server restarted.
All right, so welcome back to another episode of Server Restart In. It is a weekly World of Warcraft podcast hosted by three opinionated players who like to get together to discuss their thoughts about the current state of the game. My name is Jim. I'm joined by Kristen
Hello.
and Brian.
Hello.
And we are just a few days from Season 1 dropping,
Yay!
which means there'll be something to do. Yay!
Yeah. There's plenty to do. What
No.
the fuck? Have you finished the entire game? Holy shit.
I mean,
No, I have not. I haven't done every delve. I haven't even done every heroic. I haven't
Really, yeah.
cleared the maps. I only
Which
did
dungeons have you not done yet?
quite a few of them. I've only done 3 different dungeons on heroic. 2 different dungeons on heroic. 3.
Oh, but so you've been through the dungeons, though? Is that what you're saying?
No, not all of them.
Okay.
I haven't. So we did the story.
I haven't done the flying one yet. So
I did that one.
the same way. I've
That's
been
the
trying to hit
Dawnbreaker.
them. Yeah. I've been trying to hit them as I get the quest for them. Even the delves too.
Yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing. Because I cleared the first 3 zones, and I would do the quest, and I'd get a quest, go and do the dungeon. Thought I was on the dungeon quest, go do the dungeon with followers, come out, realize I haven't even started the quest to go into the dungeon, and so then I had to do it again, and I was pissed. So I've done the Priory dungeon a few times, and let me tell you, the tanks are idiots, and they stand in the consecration in that dungeon. It's stupid. It's dumb.
It's hard. Someone was talking shit about me doing it, which I'm notorious for standing in shit, but like they pulled as soon as you open the last big room, and they pulled both sides right there. And every time I would move to get into range, I was standing in it nonstop. And I'm like,
No, I understand that. The problem I have with the follower dungeon is that the tank pulls it. Even if they only pull one pack, the follower dungeon tank just stands in it. And I'm like,
I thought you were talking about real tanks. Were you talking about real tanks or the follower tank?
the follower tank.
Oh,
Real
okay.
Real tanks tend to move somewhat, but even
No, I
then,
got
it's
you.
like
That is funny. I feel like I noticed something, like they weren't doing something they were supposed to do the other day as well in one of those dungeons.
Yeah, on the Dawnbreaker dungeon, they don't fly off the damn thing. I died because I didn't know what the hell to do when the chick on the ship gets ready to blow up.
Yeah.
I
And you
haven't done it.
Yeah, well, here's what happens. You get on the ship, she goes critical, and a big ball comes out. You have to get on your mount and fly out until it gets done and come back. And
No.
nothing tells you that. And you're like, oh, I'll just get out of the way. It's not going to get that big. No, it encompasses the entire goddamn ship, and the followers just stand there like, huh? What's
That's
this?
awesome.
So, yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, I don't like the Dawnbreaker dungeon very much.
Well, knowing what to do makes it a little bit different. But, like, I get trying to, like,
That's funny because I
innovate.
thought when in the beta or whatever, people were
The
talking about
beta?
it was like the beta.
the
It was like one of the
Bader,
better ones. It was one of the better
Really?
dungeons.
because I
Yeah.
definitely did not think so. I do not like it.
Hmm.
Did not like it.
I think the more you do these, the better it'll be because you'll know what to do. It's just going in there blind and stuff like that. Delves are easy to go into blind because you just go in there and just do things.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty straightforward. You just kind of do the objectives while you're looking for shit.
Yeah.
Which
I do like the elves a lot, actually. I think I said that last week, but I really do like them.
it's good. I mean, it's like I'm doing them as the story comes up and doing them when Brand's like, hey, do this and all that stuff. So,
Mm.
you know, I like them. It's funny because apparently some people went freaking insane and got their Brann Bronzebeard companion up to level 60.
This
Damn.
is I feel bad, but I also don't because
Well, no, okay.
You
I haven't got to the
knew-
part that you feel bad about
yeah, I know.
because Blizzard went and rolled them all back to their level 15, which was supposed to be the max.
Oh.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you know that it's going to be the max and you do
Yeah,
it
yeah,
anyway, you're
Well,
asking
I don't
for...
know if I don't know if anybody knew that was supposed to be the max. I mean, obviously
That's actually kind of cool that he did go to 60.
well,
They should have just kept it.
what's funny too is that when they rolled him back, even though they rolled him back, they didn't roll his ability back because his last ability stacks as he levels.
Yeah.
Because
Holy shit.
Yeah.
so he's like level 15 with a level 60 ability.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know if there was any way to know that was going to be his max level. You kind of had to figure that maybe
I would
he
imagine. Yeah, I would imagine they would have said that.
I don't think they ever
I
said
don't,
it.
I don't know.
But
Yeah,
like,
I don't know.
but the delves only go up to tier 3, and you can't go push any higher right now. So why would you think that you could get him
To level 60.
to max?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay.
a little
hold on,
bit
hold
of
on.
critical thinking
So-
on, you know?
So is 60 the actual max?
Yes.
No, 60 is his max.
Oh.
No, 60 is his max
60 is-
level.
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
actual max.
That's not
But
the max
you
of
can't go-
delves.
No, that's his max.
Okay, hold on. Oh, jeez. His max in the game, whether you could do it right now or not, is 60. Is that what you're saying?
I believe.
Okay, that makes more sense. I thought you meant like their max for delves is going to be 15 regardless.
No.
But that
Oh,
makes more
no.
sense. Like it scales with the tiers. Okay, I understand now.
Is
I
it-
got you. So it's a
it-
fucking bug. Yeah, whatever. I thought it was legit. Like they just like made it that way and then forgot to put the fucking blocker in for 15, and then it just scaled
No.
up. And they're like,
No,
"That's
no.
awesome." Yeah, that's
No,
just Blizzard
think-
stealing
I
fun.
think
No,
when
that's
it-
just.
I think when it's fully unlocked, 60 will be it. It's just not now.
Yeah,
So
that
yeah,
makes sense.
they got knocked back, which I'm like, my guy wasn't even like, he was maybe 10.
Yeah.
I think I got mine to like 13.
Yeah, I haven't
So-
been doing anything with it, so mine definitely have not been.
Yeah, just some quests here and there to do delves and stuff to get it, and then doing delves and making sure I clear and find every freaking little thing I can in there.
Yeah,
Moving the camera around to all the different weird angles, looking behind.
I did.
Oh,
I think I ran the first delve like 5 times. So
there was in one of the ones I was doing, it was the Order of Night one. I found one of those little curio things, like the XP things that you get for them, inside of a pot. If you didn't
Ooh,
look
that-
directly down in it from above, you wouldn't see the damn thing.
Yeah.
that's awesome. I
They
love
hide
that.
these fuckers.
Have you noticed that I think it's bugged out, but I really hope it's just that way. Their little highlight for those items.
They don't
sometimes don't
highlight
click
until you
one.
like look or mouse over them. Yeah,
I like that.
I don't know if
pissed-
that's
It
intentional
pissed
or
me
not.
off a few times, but I'm like, that gives me such a great feeling of like doing some exploration when I'm not pressured by anybody else. I like that a lot.
I mean, it's kind of a way. So it reminds me of like the old, like playing like old school, like Baldur's Gate or whatever. You walk into a room and you just mouse over everything to see what it is. You know what I mean? Like you're
Mhm.
looking for things that you can interact with. They don't highlight in those games unless you hit like an extra key or something like that. And they don't necessarily stand out either. But like I kind of get that. Like it's like, okay, move your mouse over everything, and then it'll highlight it or something. Like same thing.
Yeah,
with,
I
like,
mean,
some
if you walk in an area that's full of objects, you can press F too, and it'll kind of gravitate towards it.
oh,
Like if you
like
do
the
the F
action
key-
targeting.
Yeah, like so if you're close enough, then he'll turn and walk towards it and try to grab it. I think
Oh.
you had to be fairly close, but I did that a few times. But I really like the idea that like you could just walk and kind of search around, and I've done it a few times just to make sure. Other than the fucking candle dungeon, that fucking stupid ass piece
I
of
don't
shit.
like those ones.
You know, if you drop it, it stops using the charge on it, and you can move around freely in the circle. You can right click the
That's
buff on it.
Fucking stupid.
It's yeah.
I'm just saying, it makes it a little bit easier. You can just
I think the same as what Kristen said last week though, is that it ruins the whole point of those
Yeah.
fucking dungeons, whatever. I hate it. I hate it.
They
Well,
did such a good
I
job
do-
not
I do
making
like-
it timed. I love that.
Yeah.
You can just I like just going in and exploring. You know.
And it's actually challenging. It's
Huh?
actually
well. The thing about it is though, like in those ones though, I think once you complete it, that part goes away, and then you can go back.
What do you mean?
you can, but it is frustrating.
Like, you can like do the candle
Oh
part,
yeah,
get
yeah.
through, and then go
go
back.
through and do the exploration. Yeah, I've
you can
done
do that.
Yeah.
So I mean,
yeah.
it's not like the worst thing in the world. They're trying to
I mean,
make it
don't get me wrong.
immersive.
I do like the different mechanics. Like that's neat, but like it's just like everything else. They could have thought of something different for those particular things and turned that into a dungeon mechanic instead. Where in dungeons, you're not actively going to seek every corner anymore. You're fucking literally running through there as fast as you can. So give the candle mechanic to a dungeon instead, right?
They did. It's
They
the
did.
dark flame cleft.
They
I
did.
know, I fucking hate it.
I know. I'm not a fan either. I am not a fan either.
But you know what I'm saying though, like it
Yeah,
those
no, I
things,
get it.
The air purifier one's the same way. Like just
What about
make
the
those
what
there.
about the
You can
underwater one?
still have
We have,
Oh,
we have to get to the bubbles and
breathe.
stuff.
yeah.
Oh, I don't care about
I-
that one.
Really?
Yeah,
no,
because
you
I'm a
fucking
druid.
hypocrite. You nasty hypocrite. For fuck's sake.
But
Because you can-
but you don't swim though, do you?
No, but I can switch into cat. I can. You don't swim, but you're
Yeah.
in an underwater environment, so I can still switch into fish form.
Do you just like
And-
walk on the ground like a fish?
Yeah, you just go
That's
on the ground.
weird.
Like
By
a
the
fish.
time I played that delve, I had already switched to an earthen, so my undead underwater breathing was gone as well. So
Oh yeah.
I don't find
But-
it to be that bad because the breath timers
No,
are
I don't-
fairly long, so
So
that's not too bad.
the first thing I thought of was Sonic the Hedgehog, the very like
Yeah,
first level that you play on Sega, where you fall underwater and have to get the bubbles to breathe.
yeah.
And I love it. So I don't
No, I
like the
did-
dungeon
it-
itself overall, but the mechanic, I'm like,
It took me a while to figure out not to go into the circle so that the Kraken thing wouldn't attack me. Because there's those big purple circles on the ground. If you step into it, the squid starts attacking you in the underwater one.
You didn't get hit by
Oh.
the sharks.
Maybe. Oh, some
The
of these have
sharks.
different. No, I didn't have
Oh,
sharks.
you
I
didn't have
had a
sharks?
big Kraken.
Oh yeah, if
thing.
you stepped in the purple things, I healed through it, and I
ran around
was
from
a
it.
tank, and I killed all the sharks. But oh man, they do a lot of damage.
I
They
didn't have
are.
any sharks.
They did a lot of damage. I was like, dang, okay, all right.
But there's also the other one with the Nerubians flying around with the big purple circles, and you had to like throw the flares to like move the things
Yeah.
out of the way. Like that one was. It took me a second to realize what I'm like. What the hell am I supposed to do this? And I look down and go, oh, there's an extra action button. Duh.
yeah,
Duh.
that was a piratey ship one in the cave. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, that's the same one, I think.
Yeah.
That I was
I like.
thinking about earlier, where the thing was in the pot.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, delves are pretty good, and heroics aren't that
Oh,
that
man,
bad.
I
Heroics are
tell you,
too
dude,
easy.
Heroics.
The thing that I love the most about delves is it feels like they took dungeons and expanded on it, so it feels like there's so in terms of dungeoneering, is there's so much shit to do. I like it.
Yeah.
Well, I like that they put in. Do the ones that have multiple routes? Do those change daily, Or is that weekly?
That's a thing.
Yes, because like if you complete it, you
Weekly.
get like the achievement progress, like you did.
Oh, no, wait. Daily. Remember, we talked about this.
Okay.
Daily. It's a daily thing.
Like you go into one and it's like, okay, you did this route, and then like at the end you get, okay, cool, you did like one of the 3 story paths.
Yeah, it's a daily thing.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I should read more.
They don't all do it. It's more so the later ones, so like the first 2 levels, like Dornegal or Isle of Dorn and the Ringing Deeps. Those ones I don't think have them as much because you get like the achievements for getting like 4 chests in a run or getting 4 chests out of it. But as you go down deeper, you stop getting those achievements because you have to do the other run, or another run or 2 different stories to get the other chests because they're not accessible because you're not on that like story path.
Yeah.
You know, oh, there was the Shadow Realm one where you're in the dark and you have to like, you have like the extra bar that has like 3 charges and you dash to clear the puddles and stuff like that. That one was a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
I forget which one that one was. But again, that was probably like a 1 storyline in one of these. So even so, the replayability of it goes way up with the fact that it's not the same every time or every day. You know, so I think that that's going to be a very good solo really small group content thing to do. You know, it's good. It's kind of nice to have something in there, you know, and eventually it will start giving you gear that's upgrades and whatnot. And, you know, I did all the stuff to unlock the mount, so I got the dirigible or whatever.
Oh, I haven't done that.
Oh yeah, the
Delve airship or whatever the hell it is, the one that you're gonna be able to customize.
What do you have to do to customize it then?
I don't
Because
think
I have it, but
I
know
don't
how
think
you-
there's anything to customize it yet. And you probably have to go to basically the rostrum, like for the dragon riding ones. There's that thing exists. I bet you do it there. But I don't think there's anything out there that you can use yet, because I don't think anything's available yet because season 1 hasn't started yet. So it'll be interesting to see the difficulty jump from heroic to mythic zeros. I will be interested to see just what that gap is.
Yeah.
Because I have no idea what to expect. Because they're supposed to be like mythic 10s, but I don't know if it's like mythic 10s on the old system when they went up to 20, or is it like it has to be, because it can't be like mythic 10s on the new one, because 10s were the new 20s.
That's
kind of thing.
Yeah, that was what I was wondering. I
yeah.
was like,
It has to be 10 on the old 20 system scale, like, and they're daily lockouts for mythics now, mythic zeros. So that's it'll be good. You'll get some chance to run it. I mean, eventually they will lose their necessity because you'll outgear it. It'll only just be for like weekly quests or something like that.
Yeah.
Or, you know, alt characters and stuff like that. I will say I am pretty stoked with all this stuff, like just the warband stuff, just like not having to do multiple factions.
Let me ask a question about that. Has Kristen reached a point of frustration with the warband bank?
no, Kristen barely uses the warband bank.
You should not use it ever.
Why?
Because it is like insane to manage, and it will give you a fucking heart attack quick.
What are you
Really?
talking about? We use Arc Inventory and it puts all my stuff and orders it.
Okay, well, I don't use any add-on, and it creates a nightmare.
Oh, well, it's because it's like a normal bank where you have
Yeah.
each bag is its own tab, and would be obnoxious.
And the third tab is 100,000 gold.
Yeah.
For fuck's
Yeah.
sake.
I bought it.
Is there only 3 tabs?
No, there's like 6.
Jesus Christ.
But I think the last one's like $1 million.
It doesn't really make any sense. Like,
The prices on them are stupid.
then I would just put stuff like I'd have reagents all in one,
Oh,
and then sort
no.
gear out per character or something.
No.
There's not even a reagent
No.
tab, right?
There's not a reagent tab. And for whatever fucking reason, even if the reagents are in there, you can't fucking use them when you're at the crafting table.
Oh, that's
Are you
stupid.
fucking kidding me?
I don't know if it's intended to or if it was just like I had like some of like the crystalline stuff or whatever, and I was trying to craft it, and it's all in my fucking warband bank, and I'm like, why can't I fucking do?
explains so much pain. I would go back to craft shit nonstop. And that's what I did. I would just open my shit when my bag's getting full. I'd open the bank warband thing up, and
Just
I'd dump it all in there.
Yeah.
Yep, dump it in there. And every time I go back to the blacksmith to recraft some stuff or whatever, or to level up, I never hardly had anything. And I'm like, man, I really like mined a lot of shit. How the fuck is it not there? I'm like, oh well, I'll just keep going and just didn't think about it. So you're telling me that I probably have like a month's worth of supply in my warband bank and I have no idea.
Oh. It says crafting can be done from the warband bank when personally crafting. However, when supplying materials for crafting orders, they are not available.
Oh,
So that was my thing is I was trying to do one of like the patron orders just to get like, because you're supposed to get knowledge. I don't think I even got the fucking knowledge for the damn thing. But like I did one of those, and that's when it wasn't available. But otherwise, it's supposed to be available if you're doing personal crafting. And I don't see anything. Oh, apparently 8 days ago, it's a bug and they are working on it. Okay, so it should be for crafting orders. It should be available from there, but it is a bug and is being worked on. So as of 8 days ago. So yeah, I thought it was all things, but it's just the crafting order stuff. So, but yeah, so I don't know if that really is there or not. So, I mean, but yeah, it got to the point where I had filled that stuff up. I'm waiting for patch 1105 to come out because that's the one where you can learn class-specific transmogs for your warband on any character. So that's coming with 1105.
Oh, I thought that was already.
Okay. Yes, but not class-specific gear. So, like,
Gotcha.
when gear drops for, like, warlocks,
Right.
like, if you're not on a warlock, you would have to either send it to
Gotcha.
your warlock. Yeah.
Yes, I got you.
So that's happening. And that's the patch.
It's happening.
Okay, yeah, it's coming with the 1105 one, and that'll be good to have that come in because I don't know, I have basically almost an entire warband bank tab filled with tokens for ICC that I need to spend and buy all the gear to make sure I have all the different gears for it and stuff, or just sell them and just go farm the gear on my character when that comes out. I mean, I've done it so many times. What difference does a few hundred more runs mean?
Yeah.
Just to free up some space. But like, I got some gear in there, but it's mostly reagents. But it's, I don't know. But 1105 is also when the 20th anniversary is coming out, and
we could talk about that for like an hour.
I know you probably watched it. I don't know if Kristen.
Yeah,
watched
I think I did.
I did
watched
not.
It.
So, so the main thing
You can talk about it.
Yeah,
I don't
I
care.
know. We're going to.
Okay.
It's just I'm going to talk about it in a way that I'm telling you about it, as opposed to
Okay.
soliciting opinions on it because you wouldn't have any preconceived ones at this point.
Okay.
First off, it's going to be a whole patch cycle. It's going to go from 1105 to like 11.1, so like 2.5 months.
Okay.
Because it's the 20th anniversary.
Because isn't it? I think I did read something about it. Stuff costs a lot.
It's going to cost a lot. But
Which is
but there's the event stuff that they're going to have set up, but you will also get it for doing season 1 content. So you can still do your mythic pluses, your rage, and your delves, and still get the currency.
Okay.
So they're doing that.
That's good.
There's a bunch of pets, amount, and then high res version of tier 2 dungeon sets.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I
That
saw
looks
it.
cool.
They look better, I guess. But like I saw this comparison.
Is the currency? Can you transfer it? Can you do it on one character? All your stuff on one character, and then use the currency for other things? Because
I would assume so. I haven't. I would assume that the currency is.
I don't
war
know
bound.
that I would assume so because it's Blizzard.
Well, but okay,
You
but
know?
no. I have a feeling that Remix was a testing ground for some of this stuff because in Remix they had the vendors where you could buy for bronze all sets for all classes and learn the ensembles.
Right.
So I would assume that that's going to be the same with this, is that it's the ensemble for the high res stuff. It's not like it's tier set.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they also made stuff for the classes that didn't exist. So Drakthir getting like a Neltharion inspired armor. DKs are going to get like a Lich King inspired set. Demon Hunters are getting... What was theirs?
A Demon Hunter?
Yeah. They're set... Who was inspired by... I forget. They talked about all the different ones that weren't the main classes. But like it's not going to be like what they did when they redid the tier 2 stuff or whatever tier 1 when they did it and Death Knights got you some random shit, you know, because they weren't there, or tier 6, I think it was.
No, you're talking about Lich King. That was tier 7.
No,
right?
I'm talking about when they redid tier 6 gear, but because Death Knights and stuff weren't around, it was like
tier 3.
Something like that. They did
tier 6 was redone for the Legion expansion.
Yeah. But Death Knights didn't like have anything, so they got like some goofy shit. But like at least now
they did that for tier 3 redos for the Lich King and Nax as well. And then Death Knights got the like crazy looking because Death Knights didn't have tier 3, and so they got something different.
Oh yeah, they got the basically. What was it?
Pretty
Yeah,
cool looking.
the Kultira Deathweaver set, the Kultira stuff.
Yeah,
but yeah. So that's.
I like this. These redos are like really, 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 really good.
They're really
much.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're very well done, and you don't lose it. They just look like higher res versions of it with a little tweak
like
here and there.
The exact way that you would up-res something. Like they did a damn good job, dude. I'm excited.
And that was the other thing too. They took the employee gifts, the shield and the sword.
Oh yeah.
Like the 5 and the 10-year gifts or something like that they get, and plus a ring. So like those will be transmog pieces that you can get in game. Like that's pretty interesting. So there's like basically like a trial of style type event. There's gonna be a mount off type thing. There's gonna be a thing that lets you turn into your pet. You can turn into one of your pets. There's a new little Doom Lord.
There's already
pet.
something there. You can do that, I think.
I know, but this is gonna be part of the event. There's a storyteller thing with Cho Lore Walker, whatever the hell his name is, the panda dude. Shen Stormstout's it's not him, but the Lore Walker guy. You know, like a story time event and stuff. Plus, they're gonna have the other world bosses, the dragons, Azurgos, and the demon guy. And it just seems like it's just gonna be so much shit going on, and it's outside of the caverns of time as opposed to inside, so it'll be like more of like a festival thing. I don't know, it just seems like there's a whole bunch of stuff, which is nice.
Yeah
And it's longer, and you know, it's gonna be, and again, the fact that you can do the events to get the currency plus do normal season 1 stuff to get the currency, so you don't have to necessarily divide your time.
Did you talk about time walking?
Oh, and they're adding classic dungeons to time walking, so they're redoing them, and they're making a new raid. Are they doing BRD?
BRD, yep.
As a time walking raid event in the thing.
Crazy.
So, yeah,
interesting.
It seems like it's a really. I mean, it's obviously it's the 20th anniversary of WoW, so I mean, yeah, they're doing a big one. It's like the 30th anniversary of Warcraft in general. So, I feel that that's gonna be pretty good. It'll be bunch of stuff to do. I don't expect it to be like necessarily like a downtime in the game with everything else that's going on, but
Right.
it might be a nice little break. Plus, again, it's not like just like a 2-week thing, so you're not like trying to burn through it. It's 2.5 months, so you can do it at a little bit more of a leisurely pace as opposed to trying to cram it all in. Like when they were doing the what else was it that they were doing? Like, there's going to be a bunch of stuff in. They're redoing like the Gates of Anchorage type stuff with Chromie, but it's
isn't it like a scenario or something like that?
It's gonna be a Chromie thing, and like there's gonna be like different things. Like Kel'Thuzad's gonna end up being there. Some of like the bug people for one of the AQ dungeons, like the Mantis dudes. And stuff like that, like different like big events kind of thing. And it might be a scenario thing, but like it's all Chromie's fault again.
It's all Chromie's fault.
It's like Chromie tries to help and just causes problems. Yeah.
Chromie.
Trying to see. I think I had something pulled up for it. This is not. That's when the Drakthir are gonna get the other classes. No Druid, go figure.
I mean, Druid is just that will be literally the last thing that they do after every other class has been put in the game, and that's only because I'm sure it's a tremendous amount of work trying to figure out and implement all the different forms and stuff for the different races. That's
yeah.
That is what it is. And they're going to hold on to their lore. It's for the lore reasons for as long as they can. And then that's going to be the last one that they put in.
Yeah.
Like that'll be the last patch before WoW goes dark. That'll be it.
It'll be, all right, guys. There's
Druid.
1 week left of the servers before we shut them down completely. Here's every class as a Druid.
Yep.
Or every race as a Druid.
Yep. That's exactly what will happen. Yep.
Oh, that's right. So let's see. Yep. All through the months of November and December, the currency, bronze. The currency is even bronze. It's bronze celebration tokens. So yeah, it's a complete. They're going to be using the remix stuff, I think, for it. The BRD dungeon, tier 2 transmog appearance, time walking through classic WoW dungeons. New mount. Which it looks just like the blue.
Wait. Time walking through classic WoW dungeons.
Like vanilla dungeons.
I understand. My question is, as they were in classic?
No,
as they were in.
They're going to scale them and all that stuff, and they're going to redo them, and probably if they were big dungeons, break them up into wings. Well, actually,
like
it's what? It's Scholomance. No. What's the one with the Live and the Dead side? Strat. Yeah, Strat,
Yeah.
Live and Dead. Do they talk in here what they were? They said what they were. I know it was
only 4, right? It was only 4.
I thought there was 6. It was Strat, Live and Dead. It's not all of them.
Oh.
Yes,
I thought it was.
yeah, that'd be a hell of a lot.
Well,
That's why I was like, wow.
Even the time walking for the other ones doesn't include all the dungeons. It's a small set of the dungeons, which I think is dumb anyway. They should all be in there. But I know like it was Strat, Live and Dead. I don't remember the other ones.
I don't remember either.
So yeah, it's not all of them. There's too many of them to do.
It
that.
was a Skullman's. It wasn't Skullman's, was it?
No, because we already got a new version
Oh,
of
Dead
Skullman's.
Mines. Oh no, Dead Mines, Zolfaric, Strat, Dire Maul.
Oh, okay. And Dire Maul, I think, is it 2 wings in Dire Maul? Probably.
No, only one.
Oh.
Strat has the Live and Dead.
Yeah.
Dire Maul
well, I
only
don't
has
know.
one
Oh,
rating.
Dire Maul
used to have
had
2.
like 3. didn't it?
Yeah.
Well, when they changed it after Cataclysm, they broke it up into like the 3 smaller dungeons. It was a huge dungeon.
It was.
So it's probably going to be either 2 different wings of it, or it's going to be just a subset of it. I can't imagine it would be the whole thing.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
It says Capital Gardens, so whatever that is.
That's the one with the tree, probably. Whatever.
That dungeon was so bad back in the original one. Just so shitty.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Codex of Chromie. That's the stuff that's in like Silithus. New secrets and solve them with guest relations. I don't know if that's like a new like in-game like secret hunting club thing. Oh, that's right. They added new world bosses for the party, including the Shah of Anger and Archivon the Stone Watcher. Obviously, Korak's Revenge and Ulteric Valley. And then on the trading post, there will be Warcraft 3 themed back appearances. We talked about Drakthir getting new classes. They're getting Hunter, Rogue, Priest, Mage, Warrior, or Warlock. So it's crazy how Drakthir are getting Warlocks before other races that have been around it a lot longer. But they did give them some pretty neat stuff because like their wings have like special effects and stuff like that now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, I mean, they had to add it to. They're like, when like they like, not whatever the dark transcendence or whatever stuff is. So it'd be interesting to see what a Shadow Priest looks like as a Drakthir.
Oh, just a purple bruise.
Just a purple bruise.
That's what most Shadow Priests look like, just purple bruises.
Shamans are getting new Ascendance forms, which everybody's making fun of. They look like troll dolls.
Yep. Or like Albert Einstein. Like with the hair blowed back. Yeah.
Yeah. That's great.
Which, I mean, it's
or
like
Doc. Back to the Future.
Yeah. I also saw that Drakthir were getting a new ability called Squadron. So, like, if you're grouped up with other Drakthir and you all go, like, to fly, you fly, like, in, like, formation.
Nuh-uh.
Yes. Like
How?
Same way that when you join, you probably join the squadron and one person flies and the other ones are off. Just,
I
just
see.
kind of like
That
the
makes
Traveler.
sense. That's freaking cool.
It's not enough to go Drakthir because there's no Death Knights, so.
Or Druids. Or Druids. So.
Druids, yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah, so September 10th is the raid. That's when it's going to drop. 8 bosses. All that stuff.
I've been doing my practicing my pineapple game.
Yep, the pineapple game is out there for practicing. I put that up in our Discord so people can look at it.
Nothing made me madder. I couldn't get the mechanics of one fight, and I'm like, why do they keep removing me from the group? I was so mad. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Explain to me what I'm doing wrong. Why do I keep getting removed?
Yeah.
So it perfectly simulates, a normal raid environment.
I mean,
they just remove you. I don't know. I don't play with other people other than our little group of people, so I'm being hyperbolic. But
yeah. There's also going to be a bunch of class changes as well coming out with that patch.
For you,
huh?
He said for you.
Actually, Resto does get a little bit of change.
Yeah, very little, and I haven't even the ability that it says that it's changing. I'm like, I don't think I even use that. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. I guess they aren't really doing it. They must be happy with Resto Druids, which makes me kind of sad.
It really looks like they're just nerfing the Deathbringer stuff.
Yeah, is Deathbringer what you are?
Yeah, I'll have to read over it. It's hard to say What are you doing, Brian? You still doing warrior?
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, I tanked a little bit
Yeah.
with a paladin. I healed a little bit with my shaman. So,
Paladin.
but like I really
Paladin.
liked
Sorry.
I really liked Fury Warrior, so I'm gonna stick with it.
Paladin apparently is right now is like the worst tank. Supposedly, they like nerfed a bunch of stuff, like the your healing, like the amount of heal you get from like Word of Glory and stuff like that. But then you look at the patch notes and it looks like they're buffing it all again. So
yeah, Paladins are getting a pretty like another rework or whatever. I guess they just couldn't figure their shit out. Who the fuck knows?
yeah, let's nerf it all and then buff it all again. Well, maybe you shouldn't have nerfed it all to begin with. What? Don't believe it.
Yeah. I don't know. So, yep, it'll be interesting to see what's going on. Did you do the story? Did you complete all the story?
No.
You don't remember?
I don't
'Cause there
know
was
what the end of it was.
Did you
What was the end of it?
The end of it ends with Anduin and Thrall sitting on the top of a hill talking.
No.
Okay. Did you do it?
I finished. Yeah, I finished it.
Do you care about spoilers?
No.
Because this is going to be pretty spoiler heavy.
That's fine.
So you help the Alliance and the Horde show up. You help them train. You help put together all the stuff to do a war, and you go have a big war down in Hallowfall.
You go have a big war.
Yeah. You're
okay.
fighting and all that stuff,
right.
and Illyria
You have
realizes
it within.
what's that? And it's within. The war is
Yeah.
Oh
within.
no. Oh no.
Illyria hears in her head Khadgar's voice, and she realizes that all the black blood shit is going up to the Priory. And so she knows Zalatath is there. Nobody else can like see it. So she tells Torellion, you stay here, I gotta go deal with this. And he's like, no. And she's like, no, I'll be back. He's like, oh, okay.
Famous last words.
And
Okay.
No, I'll be back.
and so you have to go with her, fight your way in, and Zalatath is in the Priory up in the stained glass window, sucking in all this void energy or whatever, running her mouth against at Illyria, and Illyria like goes to shoot. She's like, you can't kill me. She's like, try that. She's like, I'm not aiming at you, and she shoots, hits the. It's not the demon soul, is it?
Dark Heart? Is it the Dark Heart?
Dark Heart, yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hits that, which causes it to explode, and she's like, "This changes nothing," and it does this whole big roiling cloud thing, and it goes poof, and out of it, this raven comes flying out and hits the ground, and it's Khadgar, and then he dies. But then Anduin finds the light and brings it back.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my God, that was a fucking roller coaster. Jesus
I was
Christ.
watching this, I'm like, holy shit.
Now I'm gonna go do the story. I'm gonna
you
do the
could-
story after I finish my Final Fantasy stuff
After
today.
you've already done, you had already done Anduin's story in anyway. So
Hallowfell.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah, where he couldn't, where he
you knew,
Where
wouldn't-
he's
you knew it was
all-
gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like you knew how. it
Well,
was
of
gonna roll out,
course.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't. Yeah, you didn't realize that it was gonna be.
Yeah,
that he was gonna come out of that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, that kind of makes sense. Like, it kind of blows the theory that Guardian Kraken thing that's flying out around the Belarol or whatever, like crystal, isn't Khadgar.
Oh, that would have been great.
Oh.
Cause I looked, it's still there. As soon as I
Yeah.
came out of that thing, it was still flying around. And go, okay, so it wasn't him. So like,
So she said, this changes nothing, but really it changes everything because Dadgar's back.
well, I guess. I mean, I don't know if she thought he was gonna live or not. I don't even
Have
know.
you tried to use his crystal ball yet? Then
I have
you
not.
couldn't use the crystal ball when he was gone.
Really?
I did. I don't think I have.
I never
that
tried
toy.
it.
I don't have
Oh.
that toy.
It has a red thing that says this something isn't working right now.
Yeah.
Call again. Try again. Dadgar's not here.
Yeah.
But
That's funny.
yeah, I don't have that toy, so I couldn't do that. So I don't know, but that would be interesting. But like, I don't even know if she knew he was still alive. You know what I mean? because she was sucking all the stuff up, and maybe she just thought like it vaporized him, but somehow I don't know if by shifting into his raven.
I assumed that, like, based on what she said, whenever like she exploded Dalaran and killed him or whatever, like she was using him as battery or something like that. So
she was just sucking up all this power.
Yeah.
And I think he just got absorbed with it. I assumed that maybe she thought that it would kill him, but maybe he did something at the last second to preserve himself in the raven form and like kind of like put a bubble around himself.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, no, I didn't
You know
think
what I
about
mean?
that part.
And like I don't know. I guess maybe if we talk to him later, maybe we'll find some more about how this happened.
If you can get him on the podcast, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. All right, Dad Gar, you heard it.
All right, we need an AI Dadgar thing.
AI
Oh,
Dadgar.
God.
There we go. We'll have an interview with Dadgar. Oh my
Dadgar's-
God, that would be amazing. That would be super cool.
But yeah, so it was really cool, like cinematically. It's just like when you first walk in and it's just like she's up against the stained glass, and then I posted a picture in our group chat, and it was just a screenshot of the end of it. And it's just
In our
like,
group chat? Which chat?
Our chat, where I was just like, I'm this far in the story, and holy fuck, in our like little.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And then I put the one with the machine speaker sitting on her throne and looking like a 5-year-old, because all the thrones for the council, the Earthen, are like made for the Titans, maybe the Titan Watchers, like taller people than they're sitting in them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that was definitely a spoiler. So sorry if you weren't ready for that, but that's just how it be.
I mean, that's my fault. You can blame me.
I don't know if
because I asked for to
I don't know
hear.
if
Fuck
that
you.
was new
Yeah,
stuff
it's
that
my
got
fault.
unlocked with this week, or if I don't know, because
Yeah,
I
I don't-
didn't push the story after I did it.
Yeah, I did it initially when I was pushing it. I had done more than you had, but then I moved on to do the
other stuff.
the other stuff because I was like, oh, I need to get rep with the other factions, which that fell to the wayside pretty quickly. I'm like, I'm gonna do all of the areas, which I never fucking do, but I'm gonna do all the areas. Like, I'm
Dude,
gonna do it, and
you-
I don't have time.
Oh my god.
I don't have time.
I'm still trucking through Hollowfall.
Yeah, I
still
did.
have not gotten to the last zone to finish
Yeah.
all the other side
I'm doing
quests.
the last zone now.
I completely finished ringing Daps, and then I moved on to the Ashkahet zone because I was like, I like that zone. It's kind
Oh,
of.
that's a pretty neat
So
zone. There's some
I
cool
was like,
shit
I'm
in
gonna
there.
do that one, and I'll probably do Dongle last.
Oh, there's another minor story thing too that you probably didn't figure out. That you know how Queen Neferus was killed by her daughter?
Yes.
Damn, you gonna spoil everything?
Do you want to hear this?
Yeah,
Is it spoilers?
yeah.
Yeah, you're damn right I am. More spoilers.
More spoilers.
She ain't dead. She was the first ascended.
Oh no, I saw that. She's.
But you fight
I,
her in this, but
Yeah.
you don't kill her.
I think
Did you do all that
I've been
stuff?
doing. I'm
That's so
around that part.
Well,
right
no, you
now.
apparently her and the Weaver are
Mm.
a thing.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought that they were.
Well,
just,
no, it's like
you know.
after you save her, they bring her back and all that stuff. And like I was down in there, and she's talking to her, and you stay and listen. And she comes in, it's like, oh, she's like, don't look at me,
Oh.
And she's like, I'm just glad to have you back. It's just good to hear you say my name again, blah blah. So you really get the
Oh.
feeling like there's like it's
Sure.
not just a my queen. It's
Right.
my queen.
Love boat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Right
love,
on.
Love bugs.
Love
bugs.
boat, but yeah, that works too.
I'm there for it. That's cool.
Which is fine,
That's
it's just
cool.
like
I will be honest. I don't necessarily want it to be an overarching plot of the story,
yeah.
but I like the little things that they
Little
put
side
in
romance
there.
stuff?
Yeah, I like that. I like it doesn't have to be the focus, but I don't mind when they have I especially like the stay and listen stuff that they've been implementing a lot in this because it definitely adds more context. And if you don't stay and listen, you just don't get that extra bit of fluff. But if you do stay and listen, you're like, oh, dang, this is kind of like I watched the Illyria and Tyrellian stuff, and I was like, because I was pretty pissed at Tyrellian because I was like, oh, blah, blah, blah. It just seemed like he was like,
Let me let you in on a little secret here.
What?
That stuff's not new. That's been there, like,
Well,
it was in Shadowlands. You
sure,
were just
I
not
just
like, you're like,
skip through it.
You're like,
yes. I did not really care about the Shadowlands
breezing
story.
through.
So it was less.
What, you mean you're not going to
interesting.
work for the Shadowland Enthusiast title coming out in
No,
1105?
is that a fucking title? Shadowland Enthusiast. No, I am not.
But I think it has to do with doing events during the anniversary thing. So I mean,
yeah, no.
you're gonna wear that title proudly. You're not gonna know.
No.
'Cause I'm gonna change it on your character.
What? Which one? The Shadowland Enthusiast? I don't have it. I won't have it.
You will.
I will.
I'll see
Jim
that.
will log into my account just
I would
to
never
get me
do that.
that.
That is account sharing. That's against terms of service. Never have I ever.
Jim will buy the title for me because it'll be available on the
Cash App.
on the store.
And instead of an S for Shadowlands, it has a $sign.
Yeah. That would be really fucking sad,
Nice.
but cool.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty much it, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else, Brian? Anything burning deep inside that you want to bring to the forefront?
I haven't played since Friday, so I'm kind of hoping to get back in.
Yeah, I did a little bit here and there. It was a busy weekend. Had a lot of bagpipe events, so
Yeah.
I'm kind of burning the candle at both ends. So
Yeah.
glad we were able to squeeze this in.
I'll finish the story tonight after I finish my Final Fantasy stuff.
It was good.
Man, it actually takes a good bit. I
Yeah.
finished mine
Oh
between
Yeah.
starting late Wednesday morning and then at
Oh.
lunch.
I gotta read some chapters for school though, so maybe not.
Yeah, she'll get done with the story by the time season 1's done.
Maybe. It's not my fault. I can't help it. They launched the X Pack at an inopportune time for me.
All right. Well,
Damn
thank
them.
you everybody for listening.
Thank you.
You can check us out at serverrestartin.com, and we will catch you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.